Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike Oski's Kitchen. My name is Michael Olszewski, and I'm the chef of this kitchen, and I hope you are trying to be the chef of yours. Guess what? Thanks for watching my last video. We are open, and we're gonna stay open. I'm gonna stay here helping you guys cook for your families and your friends, but this week's a special week, and I'm gonna tell you why. This past Wednesday, my beautiful, loving wife turned a big 5-0. So I said, honey, what do you want me to make you for dinner? Or what do you want me to make you for breakfast or lunch? And I said, you know, we can have shrimp, we can have lobster, we can have steak, something fancy. Well, being the Italian that she is, she likes Italian food, so she's half Italian, half German, I think, maybe some other things, and God forbid my forefathers are flipping in their graves, but still, I love her to death. She's 50. So I said, what do you want to make? And she said, well, one of my favorite dishes is, and she's a very healthy eater too, like me. Whatever, right? But she's a very healthy eater. So she says, how about you make that garlic Parmesan Zucchini Noodle Pasta? Yep, Zucchini Noodle Pasta. And I said, that sounds great if that's what you want. It's a simple dish. And I said, you don't want anything nicer than that or something a little bit more involved with some red wines and stuff like that? No, I want that, I want that. So what we're gonna do, we made that for her. And this is what I'm gonna show you how to make it. It's a fantastic dish. It's very easy, very minimal on ingredients. There are a couple steps, and I'm going to explain to you as we go along. You're going to love this, and it's healthy. But guess what? When I thought to myself, oh, all the run of food and groceries and stuff like that, I'm like, how am I going to find pastas and flour and milk and eggs and all that stuff? Well, didn't have any problem finding zucchini because the produce is still pretty packed on. Everybody else had to run on the other stuff. But anyway, we found zucchini, and that's pretty much what you need. So here's what you need for this dish. Shrimp, I like to use, you can use the raw shrimp, just make sure you cook it, but I like to use the pre-cooked shrimp, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. We have some garlic, Parmesan, crushed red pepper flakes, basil, show you how much you use for that. The recipe does call for like 2 tomatoes chopped up, but why wait and sweat and everything like that? Get yourself some canned tomatoes, 14 ounces, diced, that's all you need. Perhaps some cornstarch, show you what to do with that. Of course, olive oil, salt and pepper will be in here as well. And about 2 pounds of zucchini. This is it. Now, I want to show you something. Make sure you stay hydrated. What are we going to do with zucchini? How do you spiralize zucchini? Well, I have a spiralizer. Fancy dancy that I am. Not only that, but my wife likes spiralizing all kinds of vegetables. So this is hers, but I use it a lot. If you do not have a spiralizer, you can get one of these things. What it is, it's a spiralizer, it's a handheld, and you can take the zucchini and twist it in here, and the spiralization of the spirals will come out through the side, and once it gets low, you can actually put that on the top, see the teeth on it, put it on top of zucchini and finish it out. That's another way to do it. You can get these at the grocery store, they're a couple bucks, nothing major. Or you can use a vegetable peeler. You can just peel it off, okay? In strips and make ribbons, pretty easy. But for my purposes, I'm going to use a spiralizer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and spiralize the zucchini, and I'll show you how to do that, how I do it, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the shrimp. Then that's pretty much all the hard work we have to do. After that, we're going over to the hot spot, cook this puppy up, and again, my wife loves it, you're going to love it. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dana. Happy birthday to you. This is my love. I love bringing food to people because that, to me, that's an act of love. I'll see you right back here. I'm going to show you how to spiralize these zucchinis. Okay, everybody, welcome back. I'm going to show you how I'm going to spiralize these zucchini. And again, I'm using an automatic one. You can use that fancy, or this is a fancy one. You can use this handheld, or you can use, of course, just a vegetable peeler. So this one's an automatic one. It's really nice. It's really simple. What I typically do is I just cut the edges off so I have a nice flat surface to work with. And then I'm going to go ahead and just drop it in here. And this is just to hold it, okay? It's got a little square, a little like crosshair on it so you can hold it. We're going to turn this on, and we're just going to apply some pressure. And what we're doing is happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Dana, happy birthday to you, and many more. And that's about done. We reach the bottom, we'll turn it off. And we'll take this out, and we'll show you what we got. Here's what we got. Now, you see how long they are. Typically, you want to make sure that you're doing this kind of the size of spaghetti. Look how long those are. So I just kind of use my food shears and just kind of shut them down a little bit, cut them down. If they're any more length, like right here, this looks like a nice long one. We can shorten a little bit. Same stuff, just go ahead and shorten them down, okay? So we don't want these things to be, you know, just hanging off plates and stuff. All right, so there you go. Looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and spiralize the rest of these. There's only 3 more to do. I'll see you back here just in a second. And then after I do that and show back up here, I'm gonna show what I'm gonna do with my shrimp, because there's a little special treat I like to do with it. I'll see you right back here. Okay, welcome back. So I went ahead and spiralized all the zucchini. That was 4 of them. You can see how long you kind of want to be. I cut them down with my food shears. So you want them like regular spaghetti sizes, okay? So that's that. Now on the shrimp, I have about 30 here, medium-sized shrimp. These are pre-cooked. You can use the raw and cook them up yourself. If you want to be an overachiever, go ahead. If you have the time for it, I guess you can. But I like to use the pre-cooked because it's pretty much more, it's a lot more simple. So what I do, instead of putting a whole shrimp into the dish, I like to go ahead and cut it into 3s. So instead of 1 piece of shrimp, I have 3 pieces of shrimp, okay? So I'm gonna do that, cut all these down, and this way it actually integrates better into the dish, and you don't have big hunks of shrimp that you're chewing on while you're trying to eat the spiralized zucchini. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of these up again. Cut them into 3rds. That's all you gotta do. Make little chunks, and then I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. After I do this, I'll see you over at the hot spot, because we're gonna put this thing together, and I'm gonna make this wonderful birthday meal for my wife that she loves so much. So I will see you over at the hot spot. Okay, first step we're gonna do, we're at the hot spot now. Let's start putting this thing together. The workstation was super easy. Chopped up, sliced up some shrimp and spiralized some zucchini. What we wanna do, we're gonna get a nice warm pan, and we're gonna add some olive oil. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna let that heat up a little bit, move it around the pan, and then right on top of that, we're gonna add a tablespoon of garlic, which equals probably 3 to 4 cloves. But you know what? Living on the edge on a birthday, I'm gonna add some more. Okay, you wanna move that around a little bit. Heat down to about medium. Let that oil and garlic cook together for just a minute. We're gonna add one more thing. Red pepper flakes. Okay, we're gonna put about a half teaspoon. You don't want it too spicy. If you get it too spicy, it's gonna take it away if people don't like spicy foods. But hang on here. If you add too much, I've added a whole tablespoon before and fired people up. So anyway, about a half teaspoon. And we're gonna let that thing cook around a little bit. See, we're running about medium heat at this. We want to get the oil to bubble around the garlic and bubble around the peppers. Just for a second. Looks about right. Now what we want to do is take our spiralized zucchini and add it on to that. Now it looks like a whole lot, but it will cook down a little bit. And what we're going to want to do is take our spatula and a fork. I like to use this. You can use pasta tongs or whatever you want, but just want to move it around and get this zucchini nice and soft. Again, it looks like a lot sitting in the pan, but it will cook down a good amount. So we want to get this to about what they call al dente. So this is going to be about 5 to 7 minutes. We'll just keep moving it around and coating it with the oil and the garlic and the peppers. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with this. I'll see you back here in about 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, so I told you, didn't I? These were going to boil down and cook down a little bit. It's looking really good. They're not mushy. You don't want to go too long because you have a big pan of mush. These are still kind of crunchy. I went about 6.5, 7 minutes. Now, next step we want to do to fire this up is this is building a lot of moisture in there. So what we want to do, first thing, we want to remember that shrimp. We can add our shrimp back in. And the tomatoes. Again, 14.5 ounce can of tomatoes is perfectly fine. I went ahead and strained them a little bit. I don't want all that extra juice in there. So that's the tomatoes. And then we want to put a half cup of Parm cheese. Parmesan. Just spread that around. We're going to mix this all up in a second. And then finally, in this step, we're going to add some basil. 2 to 3 tablespoons is plenty. Basil's pretty strong. I'm going to go 2. That should be good. Let's just finish it up. About 2, 2.5. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. Once you get everything mixed, I'll show you what we're going to do next. But I'm going to go ahead, hang in there with me. We're going to mix this puppy up right now. Hang on one second here. We got it all mixed, so now it looks pretty good and mixed now. We got all our spices in there. We got our Parmesan cheese. We got our tomato. We got our onion. Our shrimp. And then we're going to go ahead and just let this cook for about a minute. And I'll see you back here. There's one more step we got to do because I want to show you something here. If you can see that, see all that juice down at the bottom? We're going to use that for something awesome. See you back here in a minute. Okay, so I let this thing cook for, like I said, for about a minute by adding the shrimp and the tomatoes and all stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and take all this out of here because we're going to do something special with this juice. This is a serving plate. You're going to serve it off this plate anyway, so go ahead and get it ready. Look how good that looks. I mean, seriously, I wonder why my wife loves this one. And it looks really good. It looks like the zucchini is still nice and firm. We'll take all this out. Just go ahead and let it splash a little bit. You don't have to get it totally smoked out, but that's okay. Hang on. And then we'll get this all out here. Now, you see all this juice left? There's going to be a special thing we're going to do with this. That's a lot of juice and a lot of nice things. We're actually going to make a nice little sauce to go on top of this to serve with our dish. Simply to do. So I'm going to slide this aside here, put it back on the heat. And then what we want to do is we want to take a little bit of liquid, keep this liquid in there, okay? And we're going to take 2 tablespoons of cold water. I'm sorry, check that. 2 teaspoons of cold water and a teaspoon of cornstarch. I'm going to use in there, okay? I'm going to put it in this mixer over here. Just a teaspoon. Just a teaspoon of cornstarch, and this is our little thickening agent. Okay? I love this little thing because it mixes up really nicely. You can see that. Even if there's a little bit of water in there, cornstarch can get clumpy inside of a dish. So I kind of use this to kind of get it ready to go. Two teaspoons of cold water, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. And now we just want to pour it in there. I want to return the heat back a little bit and get this thing cooking a little bit, and we're going to thicken this up, and this is going to be our sauce that's going to go on top. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this. Always keep stirring when you're thickening something so it doesn't get all clumpy, but there you go. Look how it's already thickening. So I'll see you back here just in a second. All right, so we're back. It's time to plate this thing. Of course, who's going to get it? The birthday girl first. First thing to do is going to go into our noodles. And we're going to go ahead and plate this thing. You want to make sure you get some shrimp and tomatoes and everything on this plate. Oh, look how good that looks. Oh, she's going to be so happy. How about put a little bit more tomato in there? Make it look nice. Oh, how about some more shrimp? She can, since she's the birthday girl, she can get more shrimp. How about some more shrimp? Now, next thing you want to do is go ahead and take this This is the sauce that we made, and we just want to drizzle. We just want to drizzle a little bit. Okay, that has all the extra flavors right there. And then the final thing we want to do to serve this thing is just go ahead and shake a little bit of more parm on top of that puppy. Look at that. That, my friends, is a birthday dish for my beautiful wife. So let's go ahead and serve it to her and see what she thinks. I'll see you back over at the workstation. Hey everybody, welcome back. We are done. The food is served, and right beside me is my beautiful wife. It's her birthday, and I made her birthday dish. I mean, this is one of her favorites. It's zucchini. She's a healthy eater. She loves this kind of stuff, man. And so I thought, what a best way to have a birthday and just go ahead and make the things that she likes. So Dana, happy birthday. Just tell me, what do you think?
Wonderful.
That's one of your favorites.
I love it. It's absolutely delicious.
So it's very healthy. You have zucchini, you have tomatoes, you have some shrimp, you have a bunch of spices. Y'all can make this. Y'all can make this. It's really simple. We're gonna eat. We're gonna eat. It's important that we eat now. But again, thanks for tuning in. Remember, the rubber hits the road when your family asks you to make those dishes that they love for their special days. That's a great compliment. But bring that love back to them. So God bless you all. Great to see you. I appreciate you being here. Share this, like this. Cheers, Dana. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time. God bless and hasta luego.